anticipated matchup for the UFC middleweight division title. So here he is, the #1 middleweight contender, getting set for this 185-pound title fight. He believes this title shot should have come a long time ago, but he has let bygones be bygones. The focus now, unseating the champion in dominant fashion and starting a new middleweight legacy of his own. 25 minutes or fewer away from becoming the new champion. We will see how he performs tonight. So here's the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world making the walk, looking to defend his title. It is certainly something that he's been able to do in the past. He has been challenged on this title run. It's not as though he has run roughshod through this division, but they're all still chasing him at 185 pounds tonight. At least on paper, could be his most difficult challenge to date. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. More than 5 years apart. Some differences in height and reach. To get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 7 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 184 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, presenting the challenger, Alex Pereira! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 38 wins, 14 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Irvine, California, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion, Quinton Rampage Jackson!
All right, this is for the championship. You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
Ready. Ready, fight.
All right, here we go. Round 1, outstanding matchup of strikers. Any chance this thing hits the canvas tonight, champ?
I don't believe so. I think when you have 2 high-level strikers like you have in these 2 men, they're going to go to the center of the octagon, and it's going to be a kickboxing match. A kickboxing match that you would see in a ring. Tonight, you get to watch it inside of an octagon. What a punch.
Edge of your seat action as expected so far. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Finally gets the takedown. It wasn't for any lack of effort, but finally that shot was good enough to get his opponent down.
I don't know how many times, John, I could have watched this guy shoot takedown attempts without securing one. It's almost like out of pity. You feel good for him to finally get it done. Now what does he do with this top control?
Lands with a right hand. Takedown defense holds up.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
And they separate. Moving to his left now.
Oh, boy, what a shot.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows. He's back in the clinch position. This is where he has done a ton of good work here. Punch, punch, punch to the head from the clinch.
Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You gotta like what you're seeing thus far.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy.
Just missed with the left there. 3 minutes and counting to go here in round one.
Oh, hurt him.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Keep moving. Look for the low kick.
He's looking to land the right, just out of range. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks. Nice punch lands over the top.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. All right, single collar tie from the clinch here. Nice grip to get the takedown. The right hook to the body. Well, he has stayed busy and he has stayed accurate. Nice combination there.
Very accurate, a lot of activity in the hands, look phenomenal tonight.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. An attacking armbar.
Then he's out. Back mount now. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Round two straight ahead.
Hey, stop.
Beleza, beleza. Inspira, isso, pelo nariz, expira pela boca. Relaxa. Olha.
All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round. Multiple takedowns landed for him over the previous 5 minutes.
And you know what, John? Even more importantly, look at the opponent now. He's afraid to pull the trigger because he's been taken down so many times. Getting taken down is one thing, but having it happen to you continuously really does make you gun shy. And right now, he's very tentative to let his offense go because of the fear of getting taken down back to the mat again.
And he landed the right hand there.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Misses with the left hook. All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab, jab, right hand?
Right.
Because eventually you're going to have to put something on your opponent that's going to really make him pause. I believe the jab has been working so well, if he drops a big right hand after it, he may be able to finish his fight.
Continues to work out of that tie clinch. And they separate.
Nice kick.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Right punches there. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oh, good opportunity to do damage here. He's got that tie clinch.
Ooh, big shot lands.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. And they separate. Trying to establish that jab once again. Takedown defense holds up. Oh, collar tie. Immediately gets the underhook. Muay Thai plump.
Great punch landed with so much power.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Both fighters here continuing to try to get a more dominant position in the clinch, get fatigued in the process, I would think.
It's very taxing to be chest to chest, a position we call 50-50 because nobody has the advantage. Who's gonna be the one to find that one little area that they can expose to give them the slightest advantage?
Vamos lá, tá tudo bem. Respira, se mexe, manda ver.
Oh, single collar tie. Master of the transition. Nice scramble. Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, straight right. Oh! Back to the feet. Knee to the body.
Oh, just opening up on him now.
Single collar tie now. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Another punch to the head. He's really turning every part of himself into those strikes to the head.
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Try to establish that jab. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Strong defense there to block the shot.
Oh! He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He's in trouble. He's getting lit up.
So holding on to him here, not doing a ton, perhaps just looking to recover. Seconds now to go on the round. Oh, a little single collar tie there.
What a fantastic strike.
Wow! Oh! He's out!
He got him! What a fight!
I'm not sure if that's the way he drew it up, but a huge result for him here tonight as he gets the win by way of That's about as good a one-strike finish as we've seen here in the UFC in recent memory. I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, so a big, big win for him here tonight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
And there is the undisputed king of the 185-pounders, the UFC middleweight champion of the world. And how about the knockout to get the job done tonight?
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 43 seconds of round number 2. Going the winner by knockout, and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Rampage Jackson!
All right, so off the record, you'd like the champion to get it done tonight, and that is how it played out, and still UFC middleweight champion. Congratulations are in order.
It makes you feel like you know what you're talking about, when in reality you don't. But this guy makes me feel like a professional because it's hard to bet against him. Congratulations once again, champ.
Too humble, champ. Just too humble.